Regional final action here at the Triton Center. It is the West De Pere Phantoms and the Notre Dame Academy Tritons. Hi everyone, I'm Joey Bonadonna alongside my broadcast partner for the evening, Griffin Klein, UW Oshkosh baseball commit. Griffin, welcome to the booth.
Good to have you, Joey. Glad to be alongside you. Should be a good game tonight.
It should be a good one tonight. Two top-ranked teams in Division II. The #1 Tritons, the #6 West De Pere Phantoms. These two teams met earlier in the season with Notre Dame coming out victorious. That was the game where Samuel Pichka clinched 3rd all-time in scoring. As we're introducing the starting lineups for the Tritons, junior Sarah Hardwick, #3, #4 senior Charlie Apple, #20 senior Samuel Pichka, #23 senior Georgia Gregory, and freshman #24 Gracie Gresh. The starting lineup for the West De Pere Phantoms: #0 Rebecca Buboltz, #2 Bailey Baton, #20 Casey Jepson, #24 Tressa Wilkie, and #42 Alexa Thompson. The Phantoms are head coached by Chris Aberray. The Tritons are head coached by Sarah Rohde. Should be a good one. The Tritons riding a 21-game win streak. Coming to this one, they've won 23 out of 24 games so far this season. One of the best teams in the state, if not the best team in the state. Their only loss came to Kimberly, who's ranked #1 in Division I. Same thing from last night. Notre Dame won last night big against Luxembourg-Casco. West De Pere won big last night on a big second half against Two Rivers. And now #2 seed West De Pere, #1 Notre Dame will face off here at the Triton Center. Notre Dame moving from left to right in their home whites, West De Pere in their road blacks moving right to left. And officially we are underway. Notre Dame starting with the ball. Charlie Apple running the point.
See if they give it to Samuel Pichka to start early like they did last night, early and often.
Driving, she puts it up immediately off the rim, rebounded by Alexa Thompson, the Stevens Point commit. Baton driving, kick to the corner. Now to Thompson, driving on Gregory. Almost got tipped there by Opichka. Driving, gets stripped away, and here comes Gregory. Tritons have numbers. Coast to coast to Gresh, and Gracie Gresh finishes for the first points of the ball game.
Notre Dame really pushed the ball up last night. Lots of steals, lots of turnovers. We'll see if they can capitalize on that again tonight.
Forced 23 turnovers in the first half against Luxembourg-Casco. There's already 1. And we're gonna have a foul on, I think, on the floor. West De Pere unhappy that that one is going on the floor. Inbound goes to Baton. Baton kick to Thompson. Thompson. Flip to Buboltz. Down low. Thompson, no, that was Wilkie. It got blocked out of bounds. A mean rejection there, out of bounds. It'll be Phantom ball.
Seems like West De Pere's trying to get the ball inside early.
So similar to last night's game, these two teams rarely meet in the regular season. These two teams obviously did meet this regular season, but always in the playoffs. It's always Notre Dame, West De Pere in a lot of sports. Football, boys basketball, girls basketball. It always seems like they get matched up against each other. A loose ball. It's offensive rebound by Thompson. We have a foul going against Gracie Gresh. So quickly the Tritons have 2 fouls. Checking in on the on the boys hockey action down at the Champions Center in Grand Chute. Notre Dame is up, and we have
foul on Opichka, I believe.
Foul on Opichka. So 3 quick fouls and a bench warning going to Notre Dame early. Baton.
West De Pere's had this drive last over a minute, I believe, on this end.
Jepson, flip to Baton. Baton spinning, driving, and she finishes. And it's a 2-2 ball game. Charlie Apple turning on the Jets. Flip to Gresh. Gregory looked like she was going to shoot the three, and a foul.
I believe that's a foul on Thompson.
Yes, Alexa Thompson gets called for the foul. Charlie Apple will inbound.
West De Pere fouls on Alexa Thompson.
It gets tipped, I believe, and a turnover by the Tritons. Flip to Baton. Baton to Jepson.
At least early here, it seems like the Phantoms trying to get the ball inside, force some foul trouble, it looks like.
Thompson driving, three-point shot goes up, nothing but net. Casey Jepson, and the Phantoms have a lead, 5-2. Tritons are gonna have to get something going. Last night, their defense is what really kept them in the game. Gresh for three, too long. Opichka comes down with the rebound, puts it up, no good. Still loose, Opichka puts it up and in. Sammy Opichka, that's what she does. Her first basket of the night comes on 2 offensive rebounds.
Lots of offensive rebounds and lots of second chances for the Tritons last night. Let's see if they can do that again tonight.
Another turnover, and here come the Tritons. Hardwick, now Apple. Cross-court pass to Gresh. It looked like it was going to go to Gregory, but it was short into the hands of Gresh. Apple, down low to Gregory. Gregory off the glass and in. The Tritons reclaim the lead, 6-5. On the other end, Baton high off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Hardwick. Hardwick, Gregory in the corner for three off the rim.
Another offensive rebound for Opichka.
Gregory finishes, and she gets 2 points. 4 points early for Georgia Gregory, and she's got the Tritons up to a 3-point lead. Stolen again, right to Opichka, and Opichka, easy finish. And the Phantoms need a timeout. 10-5 is our score, 14:03 remaining in the first. We'll keep it here for a brief message from one of our sponsors. Just one moment here. All right, our first one of the night. Active Chiropractic and Rehabilitation. Matt Gallagher, DC of Active Chiropractic and Rehabilitation, wants to congratulate the Lady Tritons on an outstanding season and wish the girls luck in the tournament. Go Tritons. Active Chiropractic and Rehabilitation, proud sponsor of Notre Dame athletics this evening. 14:03 remaining in the first. 10-5, the Tritons lead, and West De Pere had to call a timeout. It is similar on that last couple of plays. Notre Dame forcing turnovers in the backcourt and putting it up for easy points.
It seems like the girls are continuing right where they left off last night with that press and those steals on those fast break points.
Trista Fada checked in for Charlie Apple at that timeout. Still no substitutions for the Phantoms. Thompson driving. Flip to Buboltz. Baton for three. That's good. The second three-point basket from Casey Jepson tonight. Gresh looking to return the favor for three, short. And a foul going on.
That's the second on Opichka.
Opichka.
Looks like Notre Dame's going to play a little small ball, Joey.
They bring Opichka out and bring Charlie Apple back in. Opichka already up to 2. That press just isn't going to be as effective with smaller players on the floor. Phantoms are able to push it up. A loose ball and a foul. Going on Trista Fada. 5 fouls early.
That's her first 15 foul.
Seems like lots of driving kick and lots of driving handoffs for the Phantoms early.
Baton driving, goes up and finishes. We've got a tie ball game, 10-all. The Phantoms are sticking in it. 10-10 is the score. It's a tie ball game. Gregory to Apple. Apple driving, almost a miscommunication, but it ends up in the hands of Hardwick. Apple open for 3, short. And the Phantoms are pushing it up. Baton down low, gets tipped by Gregory.
I believe that's 4 or 5 steals already for the Tritons.
Gresh, and Gracie Gresh finishes. She's up to 4 now.
And I want to say almost off of all steals, we've gotten points.
12-10 is the score. Thompson working against Gresh. Flip to Jepson. Jepson to Baton. Gets poked away by Feta. A loose ball right into the hands of Gregory. Gregory able to push it up to 3-on-2 to Hardwick. Hardwick puts it up, no good, and rebounded by Jepson. A risky pass there to Baton, almost got stolen away again. And finished on the other one, and by Casey Jepson. 12-12. We've got a big ball game, or a good ball game to start. Charlie Apple receiving that cross-court pass. Gregory. Over to Gresh. Apple down low to Gregory. Gregory puts it up and in. George Gregory up to 6 points. And another timeout called by West De Pere. Our next sponsor we'd like to thank, Barrington Capital Management. Barrington Capital Management, fee-only registered investment advisor, building quality custom investment portfolios and financial plans. Visit barringtoncapital.com or contact Nathan Barrington at 920-770-5073 to learn more. Everyone at Barrington Capital Management wishes the Lady Tritons well in the playoffs. Barrington Capital Management, a sponsor of Notre Dame Athletics for this evening's broadcast. You see there, Will Drake, senior here at Notre Dame Academy, doing some push-ups in the student section there in the front row. Shout out to you, Will. 11:09 remaining in the first. Tritons up 14-12. The press doesn't work that time, except a loose ball and a jump ball. And it'll go back to West De Pere.
At times, seems like West De Pere's figured out the press, but then yet we cut him off and get a double team most of the time.
So possession arrow will flip back to Notre Dame after that jump ball. It still remains West De Pere ball. Baton to Thompson. Thompson looking to drive on Gresh, puts it up and one. A foul will go on Trista Feta, and Alexa Thompson has her first basket of the night. And West De Pere will also make their first substitution.
16 foul. Thompson will attempt to complete the three-point play.
JC Ministo checking in. Thompson good on the free throw, and the Phantoms up 15-14.
Been a back and forth game so far.
Apple to Gresh. Now Feta with it. Feta gonna drive, gets tipped, and it'll be off of Jepson, out of bounds, Notre Dame ball.
Late substitution by the
Late
Tritons.
substitution. Gregory will come in for Feta. Down low, Gresh puts it up off the glass and in. Gracie Gresh, the freshman, has 6 points. And
From the start here, it seems like the first team to go on a big run is going to run away with this.
Tritons reclaim the lead, 16-15. Tritons had a trap there. Phantoms able to work out of it. Jepson over to Thomas. Almost a loose ball there. Manisto able to recover. And almost loose. Thompson almost off her hands. Thompson flipped to Jepson. Jepson driving on Barrington.
Good defensive possession here by the Tritons.
Shot goes up, no good. Still up in the air, rebounded by Apple. It'll be a 2-on-3, and it'll be out of bounds. Out of the reach of Hope Barrington on that one. It's 2-1 Tritons at the end of 2 down at the Champions Center in Appleton. And a jump ball by Georgia Gregory. It'll go back to Notre Dame.
Possession arrow this time favors Notre Dame.
Inbound goes to Apple. She'll run the point. Tritons still up by 1. Neither side really pulling away in the opening 9 minutes or so in this one.
Right away, it seems like West De Pere's taking away the post and Hardwick in the middle.
Apple to Barrington. Barrington flips it to Gregory.
Lots of help from the backside for the Phantoms.
Barrington down low. Gresh to loose ball. Thompson saves it. Press defense. Not able to work that time. Phantoms able to get out of it. Thompson for 3 off the rim. Offensive rebound. Back to Thompson. Working against Hardwick. Thompson almost gets it ripped away from her. 3-point shot goes up. Long. Rebound by Apple. Apple turning on the Jets, a 4-on-2. Apple pulls up and drops it down. Mid-range shot for Charlie Apple. And a timeout called by Notre Dame. We'll get a chance to give a shout out to another one of our sponsors, CTS, Contract Transport Services, leading Wisconsin and the surrounding region in delivering the goods, just like the Lady Tritons look to deliver the gold ball. CTS, Contract Transport Services, a proud sponsor of this evening's broadcast. 18-15 is our score. Tritons with the lead with 8:23 remaining in the first. A lot closer than a lot of these games have been recently for the Tritons. West De Pere, a very solid team in their own way, and they're going to give the Tritons fits tonight. They're only down by 3. Neither side really able to pull away. I think that you hit the nail right on the head, Griffin. The first team to go on a big run is really the team that's going to pull away.
Seems like both teams are trying to push it up the court and do lots of fast break.
Thompson tried to go behind the back on that one. They are still holding on the ball. The Phantoms. Thomas down low to Thompson. Baton back to Thompson. Thomas looking to drive, gets stolen by Gracie Gresh. Gresh trying to go coast to coast, gets ripped away, but a foul. 2 shots coming on that one. It's going to go against Bailey Baton. And Gracie Gresh will go to the line to shoot.
That's Baton's first foul.
2 free throws. Good on the first is Gresh.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Tritons are on a 5-0 run in the last couple minutes here.
Yes. Gresh, second one rattles out. Press still working, and a timeout called by West De Pere. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a timeout with the action. 19-15 is the score, 7:33 remaining in the first. Tritons up by 4. You're watching Notre Dame basketball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Back from timeout, 19-15 is the score, 7:33 remaining in the first. You're just joining us. I'm Joey Bonadonna alongside Griffin Klein. It's West De Pere with the ball, down by 4. West De Pere's been able to break out of the press much more often tonight, but here's the turnover. I believe that's 6 for the Phantoms in their early going. Apple with it up top. They'll look to just slow it down. Flip to Gregory.
Seems like they're trying to go to Gresh early.
And they will. Down low to Gresh. Just rolls off the rim. She's got 7 early on. That would have been for 9 points. Just rolls out. Samuel Pitchko with 2 fouls early on. She's on the bench. Thompson going to work. And yeah, a scrum there for a second. Going up with it is Conup, no good.
That was a great pass forward for the Tritons.
Working it around. Apple for 3. Bang! Charlie Apple from downtown. Up to the 7-point lead for the Tritons. And Charlie Apple has 5 points. Big shot there for Charlie Apple. They're starting to go on a big run. Thompson tries to go Euro step, no good, but an offensive rebound by Thompson. Out to Baton, and a travel going against Bailey Baton. Another turnover by these Phantoms. Substitutions coming in. Wilkie and Buboltz will check in for the Phantoms.
I believe that's 8-3 in their turnovers, and I believe Tritons are on an 8-0 run here in the last couple minutes.
Gresh will inbound it to Apple.
You got a mismatch in Hardwick and the post if you want it.
It is Hardwick. She puts it up and in. That's a 10-0 run for the Tritons, and Sarah Hardwick has her first basket of the night. Tritons up by 9. Here's that run we were talking about. If the Tritons can keep the foot on the gas, they might be able to go in a half with some big momentum. Jepson over to Baton, off the hands of Jepson. It stays in the court of play. Down low, almost a loose ball again. Baton travels again. That is 9 turnovers.
It seems like West De Pere's gone away from Jepson. She's won most of their offense so far, whether it's creating for herself or creating for others.
As opposed from last night, a lot of those turnovers just came on the press for Luxembourg-Casco. Tonight, it's a lot of West De Pere travels out of bounds. It's
self-inflicted wounds you can't have
right
against the Tritons.
Tritons up by 9. Down low to Gresh. Gresh going to work off the glass and in. 26-15, Gracie Gresh up to 9 points.
And I believe a 12-0 run as well for the Tritons.
Gregory trying to play tight defense there. Baton puts it up long. Rebound by Barrington, but a travel going against Barrington. Gracie Gresh averaging 11.9 points per game as. There we go, Casey Jepson right in back of the action. Right back into the action, she hits a 3.
She has 11 of their 18 points so far.
Down low, Barrington off glass and in. Hope Barrington, her first basket of the night, back up to a 10-point lead.
Hope Barrington from Gregory.
Baton driving, 3-point shot from Buboltz, short into the hands of Hardwick. Gracie Gresh's career high is 20, and she's got 11 now on that basket.
Last night it seemed like they were going to Hardwick on the inside. Now it seems like tonight they're going right back to Gresh over and over again.
Almost a turnover and a foul going against Hardwick. That'll put the Phantoms in the bonus for the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds of the half. Pitchko will check back in for Barrington.
17 foul, causing a 1+1 bonus opportunity with the shooter being Bailey Baton.
Baton good on the first. Short on the second. Opitchka comes right into action and gets the rebound.
I imagine Opitchka's gonna be pretty aggressive here, being out for a couple minutes.
Gregory puts it up, almost drops. And that pass goes way out of reach and right into the hands of Charlie Apple. 30-19 is the score. Tritons up by 11. Gresh to Gregory for 3. Rebounded by Gresh, back up and in. Gracie Gresh with 13 points here in the first half.
Last night the X factor was definitely Opitchka on the inside on those offensive rebounds. Seems like Gresh has, I believe, 4 or 5 tonight already.
Out of bounds, it'll be Notre Dame ball. Gracie Gresh might be closing in on 300 points scored this season. She's done a really nice job her freshman year. Chances are she might be up there when all is said and done on that leaderboard. A really nice freshman season. 3-point shot rattles in from 3.
When
Gracie
you're on, you're
Gresh
on. Get
up
those
to
rolls.
16 points here in the first. Have a night, Gracie Gresh.
I believe the run's up to 21-5 right now.
Jepson out to Baton. Now to Buboltz. Back to Thompson. Phantoms got to get something going. On the ground, almost a loose ball going the other way. 3-point shot from Baton is good. She's up to 8. And there you go. That's going to be maybe it doesn't show it on the scoreboard, but finally West De Pere's got a big shot going on the other end. Hardwick puts it up and in on the feed from Gracie Gresh. So Sarah Hardwick up to 4 points. Baton over to Jepson.
West De Pere's got a mismatch on the inside if they want it.
Thompson puts it up and a foul. Gonna go against Gracie Gresh, her second.
Gracie Gresh, that's her second. 8th team foul. The shooter is Alexa Thompson.
Thompson has 3 points here in the first half. hits the back iron on the first. Thompson only scored 5 points the last time these two teams played earlier in the season in December. Oh for 2 is Alexa Thompson. Phantoms not able to capitalize from the charity stripe. Opitchka down low. Gracie Gresh and one. Gracie Gresh. She's up to 18 points, and she's got a chance to make it 19. Again, 20 is her career high. Georgia Gregory will check in for Sammy Opitchka. A big run here by the Tritons.
25-7. 26
Good on
to
the
7.
free throw. Caroline Brabant will check in for Gresh. So they'll likely do it for her first half. 19 points in the first for Gracie Gresh. We've got a timeout on the court. Last night it was Sammy Opitchka. Tonight it's Gracie Gresh. I believe Opitchka had 24 points in the first half. Tonight Gracie Gresh has 19. We're going to take a timeout, brief timeout. 1:28 remaining in the first. Tritons up 40-22. You're watching Notre Dame basketball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Getting ready for action. And they're starting to count off. Chris Abray, the head coach, had the huddle out on the court. But the Phantoms are able to get into the front court. Jepson driving, floater, knocks it in. She's up to 13 points here in the first half.
If I were here for the Phantoms, I'd try to make a little run, about 5, 6, 7 point run here to bring the lead down to under 10.
Got to get all the momentum you can against the Tritons. These last 60 seconds or so will be huge. Apple, flip to Brabant. Now Gregory over to Barrington for 3. Long. Hardwick able to save it. Over to Apple. Now Brabant. Brabant to Barrington. Over to Gregory. Tritons looking to take some time off the clock. They're doing a good job of it, under 30 seconds. They're up by 16. Hardwick trying to post up.
I imagine it's going to be a pick and roll with Apple and Hardwick here late.
Under 15 seconds. Apple. Flip to Gregory. Gregory to Apple. Now Barrington. Barrington. Loose ball. She's going to put up a shot off the glass. No good. Thompson's going to have to heave it short. It hit the net. But it's going to be halftime. 40-24 is the halftime score. We're going to take a timeout from the action. You're watching Notre Dame basketball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. back from halftime. Second half action is upon us. West De Pere will start with the ball. Tritons up 40-24. Notre Dame with a 3-1 lead in boys hockey against Bayport. Would be a huge sectional final victory to return to state for the second year in a row.
And the girls ended the half with a 26-9 run to end the half.
Thompson flips it to Buboltz. Jepson back to Buboltz in the corner. Buboltz spinning, puts it up high off the glass, no good. Rebound by Hardwick, gets ripped and a foul. Gonna go against Buboltz.
West De Pere foul, Rebecca Buboltz. That's her first.
The inbound to Apple. Gresh to Gregory. And Opichka up and in, up to 6 points.
Sammy Opichka from Apple.
Buboltz. Oh, blocked by Opichka. On Thompson, we have a jump ball. It'll be Notre Dame ball. Big chase down block there by Opichka.
Tritons defense has been really good this last 10 or so minutes. The start of this half and the end of last.
Apple turns on the Jets on Buboltz. Over to Gregory. Now Gresh, Opichka. Down low. Hardwick off the glass and in. Sarah Hardwick has 6 points. Out of bounds. It's tipped by Opichka, and it'll be West De Pere ball.
That is a mismatch inside with Hardwick.
Much shorter Buboltz, only a 5'4", going against Sammy Opichka. He's 6-footer. Out of bounds, it'll be Notre Dame ball.
It's 2 or 3 turnovers to start the half for the Phantoms, not the way you want it to come out.
Apple turning on the Jets again. Could she go coast to coast? Feeds it to Hardwick, short, offensive rebound, block and a foul. So Sarah Hardwick will go to the line to shoot. 2 free throws. Going to go against Alexa Thompson, her second.
Foul is on Alexa Thompson, her second. Sarah Hardwick shoots.
Hardwick, good on the first. She's up to 7. And good on the second. Rather interesting noise coming from the West De Pere student section. Baton with the ball, swings it to Thompson. Thompson flips it to Jepson. Back to Baton. Baton going against Opichka. There's that mismatch we were talking about. Thompson up, no good. Rebound by Hardwick.
West De Pere's been a little lost on the offensive side these last couple minutes of the first half, leading in the second half.
Down low to Opichka. She kind of just volleyball spikes that right into the hands of Casey Jepson. And here come the Phantoms. Down by 22. Baton gets blocked by Gresh. West De Pere wants a foul. They won't get it. Opichka down low, fed to Gresh, and in. Gracie Gresh, a new career high. Timeout, West De Pere. Gracie Gresh with a new career high of 21 points. A huge playoff performance by Gracie Gresh. Tritons up 48-24. We'll take this opportunity to give another shout out to one of our sponsors, Wealth Management Guyette Financial Group, a division of RBC Capital Markets LLC. Wealth Management Guyette Financial Group wishes the Notre Dame Academy girls basketball team the best of luck in the playoffs. We're proud of you ladies. Go Tritons from Wealth Management Guyette Financial Group. Proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. So we'll keep it we'll keep it here, 48-24. Hold on. So Gracie Gresh, 21 points. New career high for her coming here in this playoff game. She's going to have a potential to add more onto that. She'll stay on the floor. Triton's still rolling out their original starting five.
It's going to be a big confidence booster for Rhodey, knowing that Opichka, they're losing a lot of offense next year, for Gresh to step up in this kind of way.
Inbound will go to Baton. Shot goes up, no good. Opichka. Flip to Apple. Now Gregory back to Opichka down low. Hardwick off the glass and in. Sarah Hardwick has 10 points.
That's a 10-0 run to start the second half for the Tritons here.
Got some news here in baseball. Justin Turner looked like he might be going to the Brewers. He will stay with the LA Dodgers. Thompson puts up the floater and in. She matches her point total from the last time these two teams matched up in the regular season.
Well, pitcher's got a mismatch if she wants it.
Over to Gresh. Cross-court pass, Apple. Three-point shot off the rim. Gresh hauls in the rebound. She'll reset, back to Apple. Down low to Hardwick, gets poked. And here come the Phantoms. Little too long for Thompson. She tries to save it, but it goes right into the hands of Hardwick. Gregory to Opichka, gets stolen away right away by Alexa Thompson. Thompson puts up the shot and in. She's up to 7. Our scoreboard here in the Triton Center shows 5, but she does have 7. 50-28 is the score. We'll get an update on hockey. It's 3-1. As Georgia Gregory puts it in, 3-1. Again, is the score for boys hockey over Bayport in the third period. And another timeout called by West De Pere. Another opportunity to thank one of our sponsors, the Gregory family. The Gregory family is very proud of the Notre Dame Academy girls basketball team this year, especially its favorite Triton, Georgia. Good luck to the entire team in its quest to capture a gold ball. Thank you to the Gregory family for helping sponsor tonight's broadcast. 52-28 is the score, 13-13 remaining in the second. We'll take a timeout with the action. You're watching Notre Dame basketball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Back from timeouts, West De Pere ball. Thompson will look to inbound. She will to Jepson. Thomas gets it to Buboltz. Got a Bayport goal. It's going to be 3-2. Triton still with the lead. Thompson puts up a shot and one. So the foul's going to go against Opichka, her third. And Thompson will go to the line to shoot.
As of late, it seems like West De Pere's gone to Thompson for some offense.
Off the back iron and in. Feta will get fouled. Going to go against Nevaeh Thomas, the 5'4" senior, her first.
That's her first, third team foul.
Inbound to Hardwick. Down low, Opichka gets fouled. Going against 21, Mackenzie Connell.
That's her second.
Her second foul. The Phantoms have 14 fouls. Tritons only with 1 here in the second half. Faded down low to Opichka. A loose ball and ripped away by Hardwick to Gresh. She'll shoot the 3. Bang! Gracie Gresh
Joey,
up to
when
24.
you're on, you're on.
24 points for Gracie Gresh. She extends her career high. Floater goes up and so the basket will count. I think we're going to have a bench warning.
I believe you're right, Joey.
I don't know if do we have a foul? So it's Notre Dame ball. We don't have a foul. So the only reason the whistle was blown was for a bench warning going against West De Pere. So both benches now have a warning. Gresh to Opichka. Back to Gresh. Now Barrington, she'll try baseline off the glass, no good. Hardwick gets the offensive rebound and puts it in. Sarah Hardwick up to 12 points.
Back and forth exchanges are not going to do it for the Phantoms. They're going to have to find some defensive stops somewhere.
57-33, still a lot of ball game left. But West De Pere is going to have to really go on a big run if they want to come away with the victory. Shot goes up by Jepson. She knocks it down. She's up to 17 for the Phantoms. Feda turning on the Jets again. Opichka, she'll drive. Trying to find someone. She finds Feda. Feda puts up a floater and in. Trista Feda, her first basket of the night. I think we have a final. We do. We have a final from Appleton. Tritons winning 3-2 in the sectional final.
I believe that's 3 out of the 4 years for the hockey team making it back to state.
Second year in a row, they were state runner-ups. Last year.
Foul on Trista Feda, that's her third.
Inbound to Baton, a loose ball. Who's going to get it? It's still loose. Like a good old-fashioned scrum for a fumble.
Over to West De Pere.
It'll be West De Pere ball on the jump. Thompson goes up, gets blocked. And here comes Barrington. And foul. Georgia Gregory was driving to the hoop on that one. Foul's going to go against number 21, Mackenzie Conup. That's her third.
That's her third. Georgia Gregory will shoot 2.
Gregory off the front iron. Gregory hits the second, and she's up to 9. Triton's up to 60 total points. Baton to Thompson. Thompson driving down low, and a foul's going to go against Opichka. That's going to be her fourth. So she might be going to the bench. Charlie Apple is at the scorer's table, so she may be going in for Opichka. Thompson good on the first, and Opichka will go to the bench. And good on the second 2 for 2 for Alexa Thompson. Apple, down low to Hardwick, puts it up and in. Sarah Hardwick up to 14.
Sarah Hardwick from Apple.
She's been really aggressive at the start of the second half here.
Checking on her career high. Her career high is 25. I don't think, well, she could reach that tonight. Still a lot of ball game. Baton driving, floater, short. Rebound Gregory. Down low, Hardwick up and in. Now she's got 16, so she's flirting with it. 64-37. Tritons up by 27. A floater goes up there by Casey Jepson. She's got 19. She might be closing in on her career high as well. Out of bounds, it'll be Notre Dame ball. Career high is 26 for Casey Jepson. Apple gets to Gregory. Out to Apple. Down low to Barrington. Barrington looking to go to work. Out to Gregory again. Now Barrington. Cross-court pass, Apple for three. Bang! Charlie Apple from downtown. She's up to 8. Tritons have all the momentum here in the second. They're almost up by 30. That shot rolls out. Up to Hardwick. It might have gotten tipped, but they're going to call it West De Pere ball. Three-point shot goes up for JC Manisto. She drops it in, her first basket of the night. Back down to a 25-point Triton lead. Down low. Hardwick gets fouled on the shot.
It's definitely a mismatch for the Tritons to capitalize down low there.
It's going to go against number 20, Casey Jepson. That's her first foul.
Jepson, her first 16 foul.
Short on the first. Good on the second. Samuel Pitchka will check back in. We'll have a full timeout called by Notre Dame. And a chance to thank another one of our sponsors, Purveya Health. Let me pull up the graphic here. Hold on, Purveya Health. If pain from a sports injury hasn't gone away, it's time to talk with a sports medicine expert from Purveya Health. They are active individuals just like yourself, and they understand the heartache that comes from not doing an activity that you enjoy most. Choose sports medicine experts who get it, and they will get you back to it, just like what they do for your own Notre Dame Academy Tritons. A special thank you to all the healthcare providers and NDA administration for the efforts during the pandemic to keep us all safe and for the athletes to have this season. Huge thank you to Purveya Health, both for their efforts medically and their support of tonight's broadcast. 68-42 is the score, 7:24 remaining in the second. Huge performance tonight from Gracie Gresh. Tritons up by 26 points with just under 7:30 remaining. So they just made the announcement over the PA. Notre Dame going back to state for the second year in a row. A big win against rival Bayport. Samuel Pitchka gonna be on the floor. She's got 4 fouls, so she may have to play a little less aggressive.
And hopefully we won't need her for much longer on the floor, Joey. Hopefully the Tritons can pull away a little bit here.
The only starter not on the floor right now is Sarah Hardwick. Trista Feta.
And Hardwick has definitely earned her rest here in the second half.
Buboltz to Baton. Now Ministo back to Buboltz. Buboltz to Baton. Baton to Thompson. Thompson looking to drive, gets sealed off by Goresh. Back to Baton. And foul's gonna go against Gregory on the reach.
That's her first.
Notre Dame foul, Georgia Gregory. That's her first, 4th team foul.
Inbound to Baton. Looked like she was going to try and quick fire that one. She did not. Thompson driving on Gresh. Puts up a shot off the rim and out. Apple pushing it up to Gregory. She looked like she was maybe trying to go for Gresh. Gresh with it to Opitchka. Opitchka was playing it like it got tipped, but it'll go to West De Pere. Kind of a foul on that one. Going against Georgia Gregory, her second.
5th team foul.
Off the inbound, Jepson for 3. It's up to 22.
She's provided most of their offense tonight for the Phantoms.
22 out of their 45 points from Casey Jepson. Gregory driving baseline, right hand finish.
She's double digits with 11 now.
I believe that's the 3rd Triton in double digits tonight. Press, stolen away by Gregory. Numbers up to Opitchka off the glass, no good. A loose ball, and Buboltz trying to convert on the other end, puts up a shot, no good. Offensive rebound. Back to Ministo. Down low, out of bounds. It'll be Notre Dame ball. Alexa Thompson checking back in, as does Sarah Hardwick. Georgia Gregory going to the bench. Gresh to Hardwick.
Mismatch in the middle for Opitchka.
Opitchka feeds it to Gresh. Reverse finish for Gracie Gresh with the left hand. She is up to 26 points. Huge offensive performance. And it'll be West De Pere ball. Substitution coming in, number 23, Nevaeh Thomas for J.C. Ministo. Another substitution, Caroline Brabant will check in for Gracie Gresh. That might be it for Gracie, and if it is, what a night for her. Brother Garrett giving her a standing ovation. Thompson goes up on Hardwick, no good. Opitchka gets the rebound. She'll just bring it up herself. A loose ball. Still loose, and Buboltz will come away from the pile with it. Blocked by Opitchka on the other end. Apple finishes it with the left hand. Defense into offense from Sammy Opitchka. And with just under 4 minutes remaining, foul's going to go against Hardwick. 2 shots coming. With just under 4 minutes left, it looks like Notre Dame is going to come away with this one big against the West De Pere Phantoms. The Phantoms, a valiant effort this season. They had a, let's pull up their record here. Very solid record, sitting at one of the better teams in the state, 17-4 on the season. Sammy Opitchka coming out. I believe West De Pere continued a 4 or 5 year win streak in the Bay Conference. Haven't lost a conference game in 4 or 5 years. 3-point shot off the back iron.
Foul on Faith Barrington. That's her first.
Foul's going to go against Faith Barrington.
Resulting in a 1+1 bonus.
And we're into the bonus for Notre Dame, or excuse me, for West De Pere. Notre Dame has 17 fouls. Baton off on the first, out of bounds. It'll stay West De Pere ball. Out of bounds again, West De Pere ball. JC Ministo checking in. Baton driving on Brabant, no good. Rebound by Hardwick. Feta turning on the Jets. Out in the corner to Barrington for 3. Bang! Faith Barrington for 3.
Barrington.
Three-point shot from Thompson is good. So she's got 14. She might be up to 16. The scoreboard last I checked had, I think, a basket removed from her total. So she's either at 14 or 16. Maybe they've gotten it updated. Faded to Hope Barrington. Now over to Faith Barrington. Now Brabant back to Faith Barrington. Chucks up a 3. Almost bounces in. Feta gets the offensive rebound. Down low to Hardwick. Hardwick going to work off the glass and in. She's got 19 points. And we're approaching the 2-minute mark. Tritons up by 30. Stick with us. We'll have the regional championship trophy presentation at the end of this game. It'll be the second year in a row that they've gotten that regional championship trophy against these West De Pere Phantoms in this building. Likely they'll host a sectional a sectional game here, 1 if not 2.
I'd like to think they'd get the 1 seed with how they've played this year.
In the same section as Freedom. Another late substitution. Hannah Greisen will check in for Sarah Hardwick. Nice night for Sarah Hardwick. It'll come to an end. Thompson, good on that one. Inbound goes to Guyad. She breaks through that 2 three-person press. Now Guyette with it. Flip to Barrington. Now over to Brabant. Faith Barrington over to Greisen. Foul's going to go against Alexa Thompson.
Bonus for the Tritons.
More substitutions coming in. Grace Barrington checking in, as is Sydney Whitehouse. Whitehouse will check in for Greisen, who's the shooter.
Hannah Greisen is the shooter.
Greisen, good on the first. And good on the second, 2 for 2 for Hannah Greisen. And she'll check out. Sydney Whitehouse will check in.
Interesting dynamic. There are 3 Barringtons on the court for Notre Dame.
The announcer, Mike McKenna, just mentioned there are 3 Barringtons on the floor for Notre Dame. Hope, Faith, and Grace all out there. Pass up to Whitehouse. She'll go up and finish her first points of the night. It's 83-50. Tritons rolling in the last 2 minutes. Another turnover. Guyette. Faith Barrington over to Grace Barrington, and we'll have a substitution timeout. Greisen will check back in for Barrington, and we'll have more substitutions for West De Pere. Whitehouse to Guyette. That one gets turned over. It's a 2-on-2 down the other end. Almost finished there by Wakow. We'll have a foul going against Aubrey Guyette.
Notre Dame foul on Aubrey Guyette.
Karczynski, good on the first.
Since that run at the end of the first half, Tritons haven't looked back.
Karczynski good on the second. Under 40 seconds. Thank you, seniors chant coming from the West De Pere faithful. Always a tough thing about playoff action. One team's going home. You got to feel for the seniors. 83-52 is the score. That one gets ripped away. Under 15 seconds now. West De Pere looking to get one more shot off. And they won't get one off. That will do it. 83-52 is the final. We will keep it here for the regional championship trophy presentation. Big offensive performance from Gracie Gresh tonight, a career high 26 points for her. Final score 83-52. West De Pere's season coming to an end. And here we go for the regional championship trophy presentation.
Will present the regional championship plaque to Notre Dame coach Sarah Brody and her Triton basketball team. The Tritons now advance to the sectional semifinals, which will be played next Thursday night. Well, as we mentioned earlier, the WIAA will be reseeding the sections tomorrow, so stay tuned for the opponent and verification of the site. We think it's here. Have a terrific rest of the weekend, and good night.
So that will do it. We'll sign off for now. For Principal Patrick Brown, Assistant Principal Greg Masaryk, President Dr. Tom Kiley, Athletic Director Matthew Koenig, Andrew Pekarik, Griffin Klein, Max Rader, I'm Joey Bonadonna. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next up, sectional playoffs for the girls. It'll be on Thursday right here at the Triton Center. Opponent to be determined. With that, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in.